Harry, what would be good general advice for a female in her 20s to maintain youthful looking skin? A lot of women fear the sun because they worry about skin aging and all that. If you're eating animal foods, you're going to get the nutrients that look after your skin. I don't put any skin products on mine. I'm 57. Okay. So do I use any skin products? Zilch. And most of those skin products are not really good for you. They've got, look, ladies, have you looked at the chemicals on those damn things? They're really nasty for your skin. They're not healthy. You know, you can't mitigate a poor diet with slapping a whole lot of crap on your face, because that's what it is. It's unnatural. I don't actually like it, you know, so at all. Even my current partner, you know, I get, sometimes she puts some on and I get a bit narky with her. Because one, I can't kiss her because she's got a whole lot of shit on her face, which I find annoying. You know, I don't want that in my mouth. So, yeah. So pretty much she's taken a lot of that away. She doesn't need it. She's a beautiful woman, you know, annoys me. Anyway, that's my family. I better get away from that before I get into trouble. Yeah, but yeah, people do it for a whole lot of reasons. Not, you know, they tell you, "Oh, I'm trying to keep my skin." Yeah, it's bullshit. You're trying to basically just show that I'm so womany to other men or to whatever. So there's a whole lot of other psychological reasons why they're doing it. They know it, and we know it. People can lie to themselves. That's fine. But what I usually say is, there's a couple of things you can do. You need good hydration. If you're getting like, you know, the nicotinamide B3, so that's the reduced, the one that goes through the salvage pathway of NAD. So the nicotinamide, so it has to be nicotinamide, and you can find it, that's cheap. Some, you know, so you find that, and that is, you take a couple of, you know, a small dose of that, and that provides good hydration for the skin, which is really important. So that's one factor. The other thing is to make sure that you're getting enough of the fat-soluble vitamins, because they regulate, remember the matrix metalloproteinases, when your skin is hit by UV, your liver and some of the peripheral, you'll get a generation of matrix metalloproteinases, those collagen-degrading enzymes that turn over, and you'll get, it usually is MMP9 and MMP2 that get expressed in the skin, and the key cofactor is retinol, secondary cofactor is vitamin D. So they will actually regulate and prevent it. Now, if they're unregulated, they can cause a lot of skin issues. And people that have got psoriasis and all that, they've got completely unregulated, and, you know, and supplemental vitamin A is not the same. It doesn't work the same. It actually makes things worse. Do not use retinol as a vitamin supplement. It's really, really bad. And that's the same thing that they put in the cosmetics and all that. Not a good thing. Get it from food, animal foods, like, you know, your meats, like the fats of your meats. Eggs are fantastic. Eggs are got really good profile. All women should be, especially which need more hormonal support than us males, they should be eating more eggs than I do. You know, they should be sucking down those eggs. What are you doing, women? You know, so lather some egg on you. So that's the sort of stuff you want in your diet. You want these fat-soluble vitamins. So your minoquinone 4, your vitamin D. So good, having a good level. We're not talking about excessive here. We're talking about the, you know, in the normal range, the higher end of the normal range. We're talking about having all these nutrients and making sure your body's operating properly, not causing a lot of oxidative stress. If you've got very little oxidative stress in your body, the small amount that will be generated from the sun can be dealt with through catalase, superoxide dismutase, and glutathione being generated in the body. That usually settles a lot of that. So no, I don't think so. I don't think she is watching, luckily, Troy. Then I would be in trouble. Anyway, so getting back, So you don't really need. I know it's a fashionable thing for these young ladies in particular. They've grown up in this mentality that I need to basically put something on my skin. My girlfriend's doing the same thing. She's slapping on all this stuff. I'm not like the other. I don't want to be different from the other girls. It's all this sort of nonsense. As I said, women are too emotional when it comes to those things, and they get triggered very easily by other women. You know who you are, young women. Yeah, so really good nutrition is important, and so is, because it's the nutrients that will actually provide that healing a bit. And if you take a look at a lot of the cosmetics, what have they got? Retinol in them. They got nicotinamide, nice and things like that in the product. Why? It's not surprising, So unless you've got certain skin issues and stuff like that, you may need to consider things like alpha lipoic acid, things like that, to be able to help and all that. But if you're getting animal nutrition, you should get more than enough of, the amino acids that you require. Because a number of the amino acids also have anti-inflammatory effects as well. So if you're eating enough animal foods, you should be getting enough of the stuff that's required to maintain the collagen structures in your body. If you're not eating enough protein, under eating protein, which a lot of women unfortunately do because of the propaganda out there, they will suffer more. Oh, is he? Oh, he's gone to bed. Oh well. He'll listen to this tomorrow while he's at work, because he's got work tomorrow. So yeah, understandable. Thanks, Nathan. Just noticed. For skin, lots of buzz around hyaluronic acid helps retain water, I think. Look, hyaluronic acid, yes, is useful, but there's enough hyaluronic acid in animal foods, and also we're eating enough of the precursors to produce within our body endogenously in that regard. So, I still haven't seen like research showing me like a substantial improvement. It seems like when it comes to hyaluronic acid, you get more benefits from things like bone, cartilage, and stuff like that, more than skin. So, is it worth the cost? Young people at that age, really, really, they tend to heal much faster and all that. It's really, at the end of the day, if you want to maintain good mitochondria, because the more your energy drops over time and you get more senescent cells and less cells that are actually able to provide the sort of energy you require to heal, that's going to do more damage in the long run. It's doing more damage and having less energy to repair it. And so eating high deuterium foods that are going to damage your mitochondria and produce less energy is going to be your long-term problem for maintaining good skin health, good organ health, good brain health, good heart health, good everything health. Because we produce over 24 hours. If you're young and healthy, you produce your weight in ATP in the mitochondria. But if you damage your oxidative phosphorylation, your ability to generate, you lower your redox potential, you reduce the ability to generate energy in the form of ATP, what happens is, whether the electron chain, there's some level of oxidation that's actually happened, or whether the cardiolipin right after complex 4 has been damaged, the PUFA, and you can't build up a gradient of protons inside those folds within the inner mitochondrial membrane, as it's called. You can't. And so you can't create that sort of additional pressure for the ATPase, the nanomotors, the complex 5s, to rotate fast enough to generate enough ATP. So if you're young, you're probably your nanomotors and you're very healthy, they'll be rotating at and sucking in these, pulling through these protons and rotating at 9,000 RPM and generating quite a lot, all the ATP you need to maintain your body and heal your body. That's why young people heal very fast, because they've got more energy. You can throw all sorts of supplements, but if you don't have the energy to fix things, they're not going to happen miraculously. So that's the thing that we seem to forget. Sometimes, people say, "Oh, take this and this supplement." I go, "Well, what's your mitochondrial state at? If it's not good, not going to make a lot of difference." You can't force a system to work faster just because you're providing more of the nutrients for those systems to work. If the systems are damaged and they don't work, they're not going to use the stuff. It's just going to be expensive supplement urine in terms of supplementation or feces. So, yeah, we need to keep a lot of this in mind.